Hi Scorpio, happy November. This is your general reading for the month of November 2018. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not resonate entirely with everyone. You can also check out my videos for your sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on which one this is for you. And for those of you who are celebrating a birthday for the first half of this month, happy birthday. Just a little disclaimer, sometimes swear words will come out in these readings, and I also can burp. It's usually just on the energies moving through me. So let's get to your reading. So the first card that came up for you guys is the Nine of Cups in reverse. So with this card, I often feel like it's, especially in reverse, it means that there's something where you're feeling emotional dissatisfaction, something that's not making you feel emotionally satisfied. Also, I'm hearing disappointment because you've got the Tower card in reverse. So there's some kind of structure or something that's coming down in your life. Something is coming apart, and it feels like there's something. This is my cat, by the way. There's something that's happening that makes you feel sad. Something that's ending or coming to an end or falling apart. Whether that's actually a home or a relationship, just some type of structure that's in your life. However, not an actual building necessarily, but something that you've been working on or toward. It seems like it's falling apart. And it's something that's making you feel trapped. It could also be related to family or money, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which usually relates to home or finances. It's the earth element. And upright, this is about a strong family dynamic. You know, you have multiple generations in this place. So it could also be something that's affecting multiple generations, either within a company or within a family, some type of dynamic. And I'm hearing the word upheaval. So it could be something that's affecting this from and making it so it's not harmonious. It's not a good dynamic. And that could relate to this thing that's making you feel trapped or stuck. You know, the devil isn't about an actual demon. It's about these two people who feel like they're chained to something. And it almost feels like they don't have a choice, but they actually do. You know, whatever it is that you're bound to, usually there's a choice involved. And you can choose to move yourself out of it. You know, and I don't mean to sound callous for those of you who feel like this is a pretty dire situation. I've gotten this card at times myself. You know, it's really a reminder that you are the master of your own fate, and you have the ability to extricate yourself from any situation that is unhealthy for you. You know, you do have that power over your life. It's your life. And it's obviously different for everyone. And if it feels like, you know, these are a lot of heavy themes. It feels like if there are those of you who feel a little discouraged right now, keep in mind, this is your time of your birthday. You know, it's like your new year. So if you haven't had your birthday yet, it's like you're going through your own personal winter, and it's about to turn around and change. It's also been a really rough year for a lot of people. So far, every planet has gone retrograde. And over the summer, there was a lot of intense energy. And especially with Venus in retrograde for the first half of this month until November 16th, there's a lot of themes about going deep, and especially into family and healing and processing and recovering. And you might have some people coming back into your life. You might have some thoughts coming up about issues that you haven't thought about in years. And it's because we're all clearing karma. We're all clearing these issues and themes in our life. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes I'm hearing sticky wicket. So that might be the case for some of you, feeling like you're in a bit of your own sticky wicket, trying to get out of some of these situations. But, you know, this is a reminder that it is possible. You've got some intense energy going around, but nothing is impossible. So you also got the moon in reverse. I feel like this is the theme for this month. It's come up in almost every reading. And, you know, there's also the theme in here of your wild side and your tame side kind of going to battle, because you've got the dog and the wolf both barking at the moon. And it feels like for some of you, you're not really sure which one will win out or which one is really you, or which dynamic you should support more than another. But I feel at the end of the day, most of you know yourself. You know yourselves, and you know yourself pretty well. What's standing out to me in this card are the purple mountains on the background. This is the Radiant Rider Waite deck, and that purple usually represents spirituality. So it could be that if some of you are having a crisis of faith, speaking with the higher power or deities that you work with, or maybe it could even be related to spirituality and religion and faith. And with that, what I can say is go with what feels right to you. What I'm hearing is what feels kind. You know, if you're feeling stuck or you're not really sure where to go or who to trust, go where the kind energy lies. You know, the things that make you feel warm and safe and happy, not the things that make you feel cold, scared, afraid. You know, there's that difference between high vibrational feelings and low vibrational. High vibrational is happy, joy, love, excitement, that safety, warmth. Low vibrational is fear, anxiety, regret, shame, guilt. Those things that make you feel cold and scared. You know, no matter what your faith is, the things that are divine are those that come in love and light and want the best for you. They're the things that work for your highest good. So however that helps, I hope it applies. Because I feel that with all of these, you might need your faith more than ever at this time, or feel like you have that, what I'm hearing is celestial support, you know, support from your spirit guides. And you can always ask your spirit guides for help. You know, they're always with you and they can help you no matter what. You just have to let them know what you want their help with and ask for their help and say, you know, tell them what signs you're looking for, what it is that you want to know, and they'll be there for you. So it looks like you might have some new creative opportunity, or you might be dealing with a young fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But it almost feels like there's something new coming into your life that you're going to feel excited about. This is the Page of Wands. And with the pages, I often feel like this is the young 20-something energy. You know, the one that's like so excited they want to run and do a new project. Then they're so excited they run into a wall. That kind of thing. And they kind of hit it and they're like, oh, no, it's okay. They keep going. And you're like, yeah, that's right. Go, go, go. And so it could be something that you're doing, but there's also something coming up with your ambition, because this is the Knight of Wands in reverse, which I always see as ambition. So it might be something that is affecting your ambition. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, something that's making you feel disappointed in your life. And so it could be that you're looking for a new opportunity, because there's something that's making you feel disappointed with the Four of Cups here. This usually means whatever you're being offered. What I always see is he's looking at it like, I don't want that shit. And so you're planning. The Two of Wands is, it's also about communication. This is that fire energy again, communication and action. But with this card in particular, it feels like you're planning for what you want to do next. So whatever it is that's going on, it's probably got you thinking about where you want to go, what you want to do next. And this card is about making those plans. For some reason with this card, one of the books that I read when I was learning tarot pointed out this reminded them of Alexander the Great, and this is coming up again. So it could be making your own plans for world domination. However that applies, you know, and maybe it's whatever world you want to dominate, whatever world you want to move into or expand inside, that kind of thing. And not necessarily that you want to conquer the whole known world as Alexander the Great did, but what is the known world that you want to be a part of? What is the known world that you want to, what I keep hearing is communicate with. So it almost could be whatever it is that you're thinking of doing as far as work goes. Who's your target market? Who do you want to reach out to? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want involved in that? And that might help you move past your disappointment, especially if you feel like you've been working with, I'm hearing it inside a dynamic that isn't working for you. So it could be people who aren't your similar age group or mindset. Man, you guys are going through it this month. Because then we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So when it comes to, I feel like when it comes to work, a lot of you are having a crisis. Either that or something that you just don't want to work on. Because usually I see this card as the apprentice. You know, it's someone who's really happy with what they're doing and they're excited to put in the work. And with this in reverse, I feel like you guys are like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this anymore. And so maybe a lot of you are thinking about a career change. You know, once again, it's your new year. It's a time of rebirth. And it could be that whatever, because you got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, whatever it is isn't helping you be financially stable. It's not giving you the sense of independence or security that you want. You're not getting that sense of satisfaction where you think, I can build a career out of this. I can do this for myself and feel, just keep hearing balanced and strong in what you're doing. And because of that, you're not experiencing hope with the Star in reverse. So some of you may also be experiencing some depression. And for some reason, my guides want me to say for that, I'm sorry that you're going through this. And maybe you just need some empathy in your life. Because I feel that this time of year, this is a big theme. You know, the days, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, the days are getting shorter. The nights are getting longer. And you might be experiencing some anxiety as well. And I feel this could be over financial issues. I feel like for some of you, it could be that you're thinking about changing jobs, but you're really worried about money. And so you're not really sure how to do that. So let's see what advice they have for you on that. Okay. So, got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could represent you or another person. This could be someone who is stingy, someone who's not generous. Because upright, this is about helping people, you know, the wounded and the sick. And being in a position where you can help other people. So it might even be that you're heading into the holidays thinking, I can't donate to the charities that I want to. I can't help the people that I want to. It could even be family members that you are in a position where you can't loan them money or help take care of them. And you really want to provide for certain people. And it's causing you some anxiety and stress. And so you're feeling that insecurity. But you've got Page of Cups. This is also your element with water. This usually means there's good news coming, which is, you know, a welcome relief for anyone. You might also be, this could either be your energy because this is water, or you could be dealing with Pisces or Cancer or another Scorpio. Either that or someone who is overly emotional, and I'm hearing manipulative. So, because this is the King of Cups in reverse. So whoever this person is, they're not necessarily coming from the best place. And it feels like you kind of need to be wary of this person and make sure that they're not manipulating you, emotionally in particular. Because I feel like, just hearing, they're not good. I feel like they're not, they're not even, it's not that they're just looking out for themselves. I feel like they don't really know what they want. They just know how to manipulate other people. You know, that they just know manipulation tactics as a form of attention. And they never really developed healthy coping skills or mechanisms in their life. And it could be that, especially for those of you who are female or have a lot of female energy, really identify strongly with your female energy, you're feeling compromised. So if there's anyone who's like, I can't even give you an example, but is just being manipulative, turning on the waterworks, you know, doing something like, oh, my God, to try and get a response from you. It could be something that's making you feel uncomfortable. This could also relate to Venus retrograde, because the planet looks like it's come to a complete standstill from where we are on Earth, and that's affecting female energy, because the Empress upright is the queen of abundance and fertility. She is the place where everything grows. I always see her as sort of the bringer of life. She makes things happen. And so for feminine energy, this is when it's in its power and it makes everything happen. It also relates to the sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. So for those of you who aren't familiar, it is right underneath your belly button. For women, right around where the ovaries are, usually where the sex organs are located, but above the root chakra, which is the groin, right? The color for that is orange, which also correlates to the orange up here. And that, for everyone, is the seat of your creativity and fertility. There's you can also look it up if you feel like this applies, especially if you've been having any issues in that area. But I feel like that, so for some of you, you may need to nurture that a little bit more than normal. Maybe wear the color orange. If you're drawn to orange crystals, that could be why. Orange foods. And I would say eat them, like carrots, oranges, that kind of thing. Because it could serve you moving forward. I'm hearing the beta carotene. So some of you may need that this time of year, especially if you feel like you're not eating enough vegetables. So, but with this, what I'm hearing is don't let anyone take your power. Remember that you're the one who gets to wear that starry crown and nobody gets to take that thing off of you. And so I feel like there's also something with feeling comfortable because her pillows are standing out to me. So I feel that in any way that you can, make yourself feel comfortable. And that's everywhere in your life. And I'm seeing, especially with your desk at work or wherever your workplace is, whether you have a standing desk and you need a pad to stand on, or you need an extra pillow in your chair, that kind of thing. Do whatever it is that makes you feel more comfortable, because it'll help you, I'm hearing, resume the seat of your power, and it could be that you're in a workplace that is very uncomfortable for whatever reason. Maybe you have some manipulative men or even women in your life. But there's an opportunity here to learn a lesson and build for something new, because you've got the Judgment card in reverse. So this card is usually about an awakening, because in this card, it's an angel who is bringing these people back from the dead. And so it's often a realization or awareness, spiritual awakening of some sort, realizing something. So it could even be that one day you're at your desk and you're like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. And you decide to quit, or I don't know. I mean, however that applies to you, it's some kind of realization, because right now in reverse, that means you're resisting it. There is this opportunity to see something, see a situation for what it is, learn the lessons from it, but you're not fully seeing it, which relates because you've got the Five of Pentacles, which I often see as a missed opportunity. That these people are walking past a church where there's help, where they can find warmth, shelter, food, care, that kind of thing. And really, are you missing the signs that are there to help you along the way? So if they're right in front of you, make sure that you notice them. Because I feel with this one, what I'm hearing too is help is all around you. And it feels like help is all around you at any time. And for those of you that are going through some kind of heartbreak, with the Three of Swords in reverse, this card looks like a broken heart. When it's in reverse, this means that the worst is over. Whatever it is that broke your heart or was a source of sadness for you, the worst has passed. That you're going through it. And it could be that you might be going through it through the middle of this month and then moving past it, which is good news. But I feel like there's still some, that I'm hearing is there's still something to be figured out there. But you've got the Ace of Cups. So you have a new emotionally abundant opportunity coming to you. The aces are new. There's something new coming to you. And the cups relate to water, which is also your sign. So some of you may be having a baby. I feel like some of you might be getting pregnant here. But it could also be just a new emotionally abundant opportunity. So this could be a job or a new relationship, friendship, new family member. You know, it could even be that someone in your family is about to have a baby, not necessarily you. But it's some type of new life, some emotionally abundant opportunity. So if there is someone new that's coming into your life, whether they're born or you meet them, I feel like, you know, you can be cautious. I feel like some of you might not necessarily be like, oh my God, you're my new best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. You might be like, you know, call me once a month, maybe. But for some of you, if it feels like it's too good to be true, it probably is. But for others, I'm getting, give this a chance. And I don't know why, but for some of you, there's a new baby coming into your life that you've got mixed feelings about. And I feel that this could be a child that you could really connect with. And embracing that in a way that you feel comfortable with. You know, not like you have to drop everything and do this, but whoever this child or this person is, I feel that you're going to find yourself constantly being drawn back to them in a very positive way, where you feel like a mentor or a guide. And I'm getting that this isn't necessarily your child. And for those of you who it is, I hope this applies. But otherwise, I keep feeling like there's going to be some sense of emotional satisfaction that comes from this relationship. And so and it might even be that you have a friend who's giving birth to a baby and you didn't think it was the wisest decision for them. And it might have something to do with who their partner is. But I feel that once this child comes into your life, they're going to be a big part of your world. You know, they're going to be someone, kind of like, I feel like the emotion behind this, they're going to be someone that, like, I'm hearing you would give life and limb for, you know, that at a certain point, by the time this child is 4, you're not going to fuck around and you'll be like, oh, you need me? You call me. I will be there for you. And you want to be there for every scraped knee, every issue. Oh my God, I really feel the emotions behind this. Yeah, this is going to be someone you connect with. And then for those of you where this might apply to work, and this also could relate to that relationship, but the Knight of Pentacles, it's often a very slow, methodical approach to something. So it could even be, if this relates to the child, of slow and steady wins the race. You know, that it's not a contest for, what I'm hearing is who's the best grandmother or who's the best godmother. But taking a slow, methodical approach that you feel comfortable with. And this could apply to various aspects of your life, you know, whether it's starting a new business or a new relationship, something new, because this is earth energy with the pentacle that represents home or finances. But, you know, this horse is not in a hurry to get anywhere. He is taking his time. But at the same time, it's building for something that is going to last. It's a slow process, but there's a reason for that. It's because you're building that energy. Anyway, I hope that helps. And once again, happy birthday to those of you who are about to celebrate. And I hope that you have a wonderful November, Scorpio, and I'll see you again next month.